Welcome back to my Top Z. Last episode I had Big Wax. Now I have his mentor, Efaz Ahmed.
Yo,
so that's your name,
my name's Efaz Ahmed, but Wax is my mentor. You know them ones there.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
How's your mentor, man? Explain.
Wax, yo, I'm gonna tell you straight. Wax is a marketing genius. That's what I gotta say in it, but you know them ones there. He's a marketing genius.
Yeah, how's 2021 going, man?
2021, just another 2020, bro. But
so far, yeah.
Do you know, alhamdulillah, things are looking good, man. You know, I'm seeing a lot of people doing their thing. A lot of people are shining. A lot of people are on their grind. Obviously,
the Leicester scene is popular right now, isn't it?
It is, man. It's good to see it as well because I remember when we were younger, like we were trying to do our thing, but you know we was getting put down by the elders because they weren't really understanding what we were trying to do with our lives. And then, you know, now like I see a lot of the younger generation supporting each other. It's sick, man. Sick.
You see everyone support each other, but there's always that minority that hate each other. Don't get twisted, innit?
Yeah, you know, you're always gonna get hate somewhere. Whatever you do, you're always gonna get hate. Whether you do good, bad, or whatever.
You're not succeeding if you don't have haters.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, man.
Yo, I can't lie. Me and Efaz, we go way back from never, yeah, from the beginning. I wasn't there from the beginning, but Efaz, I know how how Never started. But can you tell the audience how Never started?
Do you know what? We've got history, man. The thing is, like, it's mad because only 6-7 years ago I was coaching you, yeah.
6-7, bro.
It's about that much.
Yeah,
about 6-7 years ago I was coaching
10,
you.
I was like 10, man.
Now you're here, tashed up, everything.
Tashed up. Soon build, innit? Soon come.
Podcast, you get me? Like, mashallah, it's wicked, man. You know what I mean? You're doing your thing now. Like I said, it's nice to see. You know, like when you've been a part of someone's journey and then you know they're doing positive things. Because life can go either way for people, and it's just nice to see that, you know.
Trust me, bro. You know how? So I know the story, yeah. So was it you, your cousins that literally just play football?
Yeah. So I had an operation, told I can't play football again.
Was the eye operation?
Then the eye operation. Yeah, I'll get back into that in a bit. And then so I took a few of my cousins down. They just gave me a bit of respect. They were like the black sheep of the family, innit? So they were seen as like the mischievous kids. But yeah, you know what, they warmed to me good, you know what I mean, they were respectful towards me, and we just had a bit of a kick about. Then I had like, a few of my other mates, cousins coming about, and then out of nowhere, unintentionally, we've got this football academy thing going on.
So, you know, at the beginning, how many people were there?
4.
4 people?
4 kids, yeah.
And Never still going on today. So was it founded 2016?
2013.
2013?
At the end of 2013, yeah.
That's mad. I remember I was in the under 10s academy, mate. Under 10s,
you know.
I was in under 10s, bro. Then when I seen under 12s, I was gassed.
It's madness, isn't it? You played a few tournaments as well.
Yeah, I got a little trophy as well, man.
Yeah, man. Sick.
That's mad.
They were the days, man. Those
Trust
were the days.
me, I'd do anything to go back to them days.
Trust me, man.
Days, I used to have long hair and everything. I used to have your hair.
I used to have long hair, bro. That was there.
That's mad, man. Yo, but anyway, you're back to the eye surgery, yeah?
Okay.
So before that life of Never, you were doing DJing and stuff, right?
Yeah, so I started off, so after school, me and my brother, so after secondary school, me and my boy SK, so if you don't know JJ Esco, his brother, me and him were like best friends, so we grew up from primary
the
school.
Same age?
Yeah, we're literally the same year, same age, we went primary school together.
Alright.
We went Medway, yeah.
Fair down.
Medway, the corner. Come on, Medway. You know, Medway boys.
Sparkano boys, move out here.
Jay went Sparkano.
Hey.
Yeah. But so obviously like we linked up again.
His brother went Medway,
and then that's it. Yeah, don't know why or what, but that's just how it went down, innit? But so me and SK linked up again just after year 11, and then obviously there's my boy Zarak. We went on his yard in the summer just after GCSEs finished, and SK was like, yo, you know, I'm doing this music thing. Jump on, he's like, I remember you had lyrics back in year 6 and that. And I'm like, you know, he was like, obviously jumped on the thing now. And then started MCing, started rapping and everything, and then obviously we were whack then. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know what we was doing, but then you know you kind of learn, you get experience, you learn how to ride a beat and whatever. And then we was doing a few shows and everything. Back then there weren't really many Asian or even Muslims, especially from our area, doing. Well, I don't remember anyone from Highfields, Asian people in Highfields, doing music back then.
Were you like kind of like a minority in that scene?
100%,
proper.
Like obviously, you had a couple of guys from like your MFS boys. MFS was a crew, like they were like sort of like a lot of black people in there in that sort of
was it all love though, like
community. Yeah, no, I'll tell you one thing. What with me, from nursery, bro, my first brethren was a white ginger guy, Kyle, I'm
I
still,
can't lie, my
I'm
first
still
bedroom.
touching
I can't lie,
right
my
now.
first bedroom was a white ginger guy. I
You
can't
know what I
lie,
mean? It's
bro.
mad.
Yo.
Like in nursery, the first guy I sat next to, Kyle Palmer, still chat to him now. That's my bro, you get me? Then my second bedroom, Nathan Francis. I've not seen him in a while, but you know, he's about, he's only local as well.
Yeah.
And obviously SK as well. So, like, you know, with me growing up, I don't know the difference between black, white, pink or blue, bro. You know what I mean? There. So, it's like, I was just, you know, riding out, my guy Kyle over here. It's like, I don't know, one time I seen, there's a Sikh girl in my class. And you know how we're like, you know, someone does something, you're like, oh, say Allah or say Qasam or whatever, you know that? We're lying.
Yeah.
So I'm telling her, say Allah, she's like, I'm not Muslim. I go, yeah, you are. You know that? I'm like, yeah, you are. I don't know about Sikhs or anything. I just know, like, you know, I've grown up as a, so I'm in like year 1 or something then.
No way.
So I'm like, you know, I in my household, you know, we're Muslims, we're Asians, so that's what I know. So obviously I see as the same. Wherever you are, I believe, like, I thought that everyone believes in the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's only as I got older and I started going into like different areas, or obviously like, you know, you go into different places and then you start seeing like a bit of racism.
You know, on that topic of,
yeah,
you thought everyone naturally believed in the same thing.
Mm.
You know, that's actually true. Like, when you're born, you're naturally inclined to believing in one God. That's probably why you naturally believe. Everyone believed in the same thing.
And you know what? Maybe I didn't even understand the concept of the whole religion God thing, but it just what I grew up, because it's like we go to the same school, we learn the same thing in school every day. You know, we get our registration in the morning, we go to the same lessons.
Yeah.
So again, like, I thought we're all the same.
Yeah.
Like, just because you're a bit lighter than me, you're a bit darker than me, or you're whatever you are, Bob, I don't know nothing any different.
It's when you know when the exterior influences comes in.
Yeah,
that's when you start saying, yo,
exactly,
skin color, religion, all of that stuff.
And even the teachers as well. One thing I got to say, like the teachers in Medway, like
they was very multicultural, you know.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like alhamdulillah. One thing I can say. Yeah, Miss Abu Bakr, Miss Bevan,
Mr. William was head teacher.
Mr. William, yeah. So
I think you had his. So we had the son. We had the son.
Oh, you had the son. Okay, yeah. I met his son still. So Mr. William, the original guy, he was strict. He'd be screaming down the corridors.
So would you say? I know you never got taught by his son, but would you say he's more strict than his dad? Sorry, his son.
Nah, the son's calm. Son's calm. The dad was strict.
Strict.
Like, you know, something that happens in the morning assembly. My man switching, and when he barked, like he used to bark. Boy,
his son's the same, man.
Is it?
He'll bark.
Okay, his son was a bit cool when I met him. Anyway, about 5. I met him about 6
years. You see him right now. He's like, well,
But no, it's one of them things that even the teachers, like, they didn't see us as you lot are Asian or you're black, you're white. That they were the same.
Like all their kids in it.
That's it. Like there was no like. One thing I can say, alhamdulillah, you know the area that we grew up in, I'm so grateful. Exactly. Yeah. Like, you might get the odd one or two, but you know, even my neighbours back in the day, we had a little bit of racism, but then, one thing about my mum, right, that I remember,
your mum is a whole other topic, and that's a goal.
Imagine this, so my neighbours, they used to throw beer cans and cigarette butts into my garden, and they used to have parties and stuff, and obviously we'd switch like, they used to do it on purpose. So they have their party and
you moosies.
Yeah, like then you packies or whatever. They don't directly say it to us, but they try to trigger us off. And then obviously me, my dad, my brother, we're like, yo, we need to go and say something to them. We need to go like smack them or something. I don't know. Not smack them. They were women in it, so we want to smack them. You're gonna go up there and go and smoke or something, innit? And then my mum was like, listen, just relax, chill, I guarantee, don't say nothing, let them do it. And one day they're going to stop. And you know, like, obviously, we're quite naive to the fact that, like, they're racist, or this, that. But, they stopped in it. And I used to see them in shops. Yeah, it's all calm, and, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice, you know what I mean?
So maybe if you went and confronted them, maybe that wouldn't happen.
It would have been something completely different, It's like, I don't know if I'm going to say the story right, but I think the Prophet ﷺ, there's a woman that used to despise him. I don't know if it's that same Prophet, but there's a woman that sort of used to despise him in a certain way, or used to kind of like disrespect him in a certain way.
I know, and then was it when he saw him on the road?
Yeah, I think she used to throw things at him or like tip rubbish near him. Or something.
I heard about another story. Some lady wanted to leave the town because he heard about the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and then she leaving the town, and the Prophet seen her, and she didn't know it's Prophet. So he asking her, why are you leaving the town? And she said, because this man Muhammad, he's doing magic. and whatever.
Okay.
So he was being nice to everything.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
Prophet Sallallahu was the best man, innit?
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
after when he said I'm that guy, and she's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm becoming Muslim right now. Yo,
man.
like,
No, this was more.
Let's
Yeah.
take from that. How you speak to someone is
Exactly.
very, very,
You're
how you act
close
with
to
them,
people,
no matter
your
what.
kindness, everything. Yeah.
Because they might get a different view of you from other people.
That's
and
right.
They might be,
yeah.
Chinese whispers.
Chinese whispers.
They
Yeah.
they talk crap in it, but when you give them the real deal, when you see them.
Exactly. Yeah. This story was more. I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you may know better than me, bro.
You might know better than you, bro.
So this lady, I think she used to like, tip rubbish on him or like near his house or something like that.
A lot of people used to.
And then one of the days, like the rubbish wasn't there, or the garbage or whatever it wasn't there. So obviously, our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he had a bit of a concern. I can't remember the rest of the I don't remember the rest of the story. But like, out of that concern that this lady used to do all this, and now like what's going on? She's not here, kind of thing. And then she died, or I can't remember the rest of the story. But like, it's one of them ones that you see that approach of just, do you know what, people are going to be people, innit? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect. Sometimes, I get triggered as well,
yeah,
but
trust me.
you know what I mean? But it's one of them ones that approach that my mum took to it, like, no, just leave it, let them do it, because obviously they're gonna think bad of us.
They're probably waiting for reaction.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're waiting for reaction, and that's gonna trigger them off even more to think that Muslims or Asians
We're right about
yeah, exactly. So we're taught that we should rise above it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't get taken a mick out of, but rise above it and try to always kind of, be level-headed.
Be the merciful one.
Yeah, be the merciful one. It's like, for example, anger as well. Try not to react when you're angry, because the worst can happen.
Yeah, on that as well, the Prophet, he said, the best of man is not the one who's the strongest that can wrestle. Best of man is who can hold his anger in the time of.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, we're all guilty of anger at times. So
because no one's perfect.
Exactly,
no
bro.
one. Back on the never topic, did you face any difficulties at the time, at the beginning?
So many difficulties up to now.
Up to now. Can you give me an example of the earlier difficulties?
Yeah, man. Like, okay, so we started it. We just kind of got into the groove of things. So I'm, learning about it.
Like 12 to 2 and stuff like.
All these little bits and bobs that we just got in. My mum just got involved. I had like a new set of coaches that coming. So the first time I've got staff, bought a uniform, and then we've been kicked out of goals because we weren't paying enough money. So I was a job seeker at the time, and the little that I got,
So at that point, did you want to scrap Nebo?
Yeah. We was at imagine we're at the park, and I've got about 20-30 kids at the time, and they're playing a session, and I'm just looking around me, and I'm just thinking, this is a shambles. You get me? Like, we worked this hard to get here, we were doing such a good thing, and now we're just in some open park with nothing. And I used to speak to my mum on the side, and I'm like, look, mum, just forget about it, man. What the hell? And my mum was just like, yo, just persevere. I'm telling you, like, you have your patience, yeah. Like, you've been through so much worse in your life, and you've come back. You think, like, come on, fam. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be alright. You get me?
Light work.
And I'm just looking, searching around, trying to find pitches. But then the pitches I'm finding that are cheaper, they're too far. Kids can't get there. So I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? And then I think I did a tournament at goals, it was a charity tournament for Gaza or Syria, I think it was. Your brother was involved in that, actually. Yeah. So we did that, and then I managed to find a manager. And the manager, he was kind of running away from me at the time, innit? So I've caught him and I said, listen, like, these kids...
Was that manager of goals?
The manager of goals at that time, yeah. So I said to him, like, when something's a passion of mine, or when I'm really, like, my head's into something, my heart's into it, I don't care who you are, I'll say whatever I've got to say straight to your face. And,
you must have said to Southgate, innit?
I said a few things to him, but he was alright at the time, he was doing well with it. But so I said to the manager, I go, listen, like, if any of these kids end up on the street, further down,
it's gonna be a man in your hand.
I said to him straight, I go, it's on your head. I'm putting on your head.
You didn't even say mine.
I didn't even say mine. I go, I'm putting on your head. It's on your head. I go, bro, there's a reason why they come to me and not directly to you. Do you know what I'm saying? So I goes, look, just give them the opportunity. Let's work away to, sort something out. And them times he never took me seriously, because I'm just a kid that plays a bit. Like, we used to play a bit of league. I wasn't a kid. I was at 23 then, wasn't I? But he undermined me. And a lot of people, I've always been the underdog, so a lot of people always, even to this day now.
Nah, I love being the underdog.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's sick because you do your thing. It's a buzz, and then it's one of them ones. But anyway, so he's like, look, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I said, look, you need your registers, you need all the names of the kids, no problem, I'll give that to you. You need this, no problem, I'll give it to you. Price wise, give me something fair, I'll pay. Do you know what I mean? So obviously then we've had to start charging the kids. And originally I didn't like it because a lot of the kids that started coming up first were kids from our area. Yeah? And I've grown up in a way where I was doing boxing when I was 14. I wouldn't say I would have been a professional world champion. You know, if it weren't for a medical condition and I could actually go forth with it,
you could have gone far with it.
I think I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm rapid. Yeah, I think I bust man up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know, like there's certain man I can't touch. That I ain't gonna lie. Leon Woodstock, yeah.
Yeah. What CJ Challenger?
CJ Challenger.
Yeah.
Leon Woodstock, yeah. He's like, you know, when I've seen him fight, I've seen more of his fights than I've seen CJ's. Yeah, I know that's one guy I can't mess around with. You know, you bang me in the face, man.
Serious.
But like, when I was doing my thing, I was so into it. I used to watch Rocky 1 to 5 every single day after school, from like the evening till when I go to sleep, every single day, and that's how I got into boxing. And then I remember, like, even then, I was gonna try and go for my license, this and that, and then, you know, because of my eye situation and whatever conditions, my medical wouldn't have passed anyway. But the reason why I stopped boxing was because of funding, because my dad couldn't fund it no more. So obviously I got out of boxing. That's probably something that, well, you know, obviously I am who I am today with the experiences I've had. But you know, who would know whether I would have done this, some of the things that I did when I was younger, if I carried on in boxing? Do you know what I mean? So the reason why I didn't want to charge the kids was because of the same thing of, like, you know, they've come from the same area, probably a similar background. And a lot of them have come from deprived backgrounds, and I don't want to make money a factor where, or just because you couldn't pay 5-10 quid that you can't play football. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like, imagine the next superstar didn't get his chance or didn't get his breakthrough because he couldn't afford it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I didn't like the fact that we had to charge, but we had no choice. So we tried to have like minimal payment, and then it just kind of builds up. Obviously, their inflation goes up every year and whatever. And yeah, man, like, and one of the recent difficulties was just when the first lockdown happened. So obviously we've finished the season on a high, couldn't do nothing about it, it is what it is. But then my mum announced to me that she's retiring. So she said it to me 2 years ago. Back in 2019 she said it, that, yo, soon I'm getting, you know, and that hurt me, bro, because everyone thinks, oh, Efaz this and that.
Auntie's the foundation, she held the whole.
You know, my mum, yeah, flipping it, without her, Never is nothing. Trust me, bro. Like, I look good.
The real ones know. The ones from the start know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you sat with my mum, like, that's the thing, like, my mum, alhamdulillah, like,
you were the face. You were the face.
Yeah.
But she was the boss, and
she was like, yeah, trust me, bro. She ran the academy by herself, like, but yeah, 2019.
And the fact that she was an auntie, Bengali auntie, Muslim, yes. And you told me a story about how she went to Braunston and stuff.
Yeah.
Can you tell them a story?
So yeah, man. So my mum. So I got kicked out of school when I was 13 years old. Yeah. When that happened, my mum took it upon herself to, like, try and understand us, because she's thinking, okay, maybe I need to take a different approach in my parenting. So she went into, like, Braunston, New Parks, West End, all these, like, areas which at the time were very racist. And obviously my mum wears a burqa, she's, you know, covered up, niqab and all that. And
probably the racist lads, you know, Boris Johnson, my man said, letterboxes.
Exactly, they dropped her, you know, like, oh, ninja, and, you know, they tried to get at her, innit? Yeah. But like I said, it did not phase her, yeah, that's the thing, because she used to tell us the story, and she's like, look, I don't say anything, just let them carry on and stay quiet. And then after a little while, they're like, yo, you know, auntie or Dilly, they call her Dilly, innit? Oh, Dilly, you're alright, you know, like, you're calm, you know, and it was there. So it's like she used to come back and tell us these stories of, you know, just that bit of patience and just step back a little.
Sabr.
And, you know, like, just show them a bit of kindness, you know what I mean? Kindness, like, will take over anything, you know what I mean? And so yeah, so my mum, she did everything for that club, man. And when she announced to me that, yo, she's officially, like, say, I can't do it no more. Oof, it hit me, bro. Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm a half a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a half a man. And then I remember, I think, yeah, so my under-16s team, they were going to under-16s this year. A lot of my players left and they went for, like, other clubs or whatever, or they just lost the interest in football. And now I'm just left with, like, half a squad. The seniors are still doing their thing, so they're getting set up and everything. And I'm thinking, but the main foundation of Nebo is the kids. And I go like, because I've been coaching or managing this specific team, like there's so much connection between me and them. And then it's like I went through depression, like severe depression, and I was ill throughout 2019. Yeah, and then the only thing that used to wake me up.
2019 was the least I heard from Efaz.
Yeah, that was when I ghosted. Yeah, like I was trying to keep a bit of a thing, but just show everyone I'm alright kind of thing.
You're alive.
But then, even then, like I'm not gonna lie to you, but I struggled, innit? Like I don't know how many people know about this, but I struggled, bro. Mentally, physically, I was ill.
No, I didn't know about this.
I had to stop working. Like I was just in my bed every day. Yeah, the only day I get up out of bed is on a Sunday morning, where a couple of youths come down my yard, get the equipment, go. So that's the only thing that used to get me out of bed. And then like.
Well, so the youth got you out of bed.
Yeah, like
so
my
imagine,
captain.
Yeah, if you stopped Never before, you wouldn't have them youths that had so much love for you that they took their time to come out. Efaz, get the score.
Bro, imagine this. I'll tell you a mad thing there. So one of the kids, I'm not gonna say his name, but one of the guys that this specific guy. So he's been through a madness in the last couple of years. Yeah, when I say madness, yeah, I can't say too much right now.
If you describe this man, will you know who he is? Like, would he himself know? Yeah, you're talking about me.
Yeah, 100%. There's a few people I can talk about, and the way I speak about them, they know I'm talking about them.
Yeah.
But this guy right here now, he was. I've not really seen a bad side. I've seen a few odd situations. Yeah, like where he's even slightly in a way disrespecting me because of maybe his anger or something. But like I remember one time I bumped into his teacher at an event, and he's like, "Oh, do you work with this guy? You know, war to work with this guy and this." Now what are you talking about, fam? He's 30.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like I don't know what you see in him, but I see something different.
Yeah.
And I think I see the better side of him. Do you know what I mean? So imagine 8 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, guys ringing me up, coach, wake up here. I'm coming outside the yard in 10 minutes. I'm bringing the other 2 guys with me.
Yeah.
But wallahi, they come outside my yard, they bring the other 2, and these are like kind of part of gangs and stuff, innit? And so they're involved in stuff. And then at school weren't going too well for them or whatever. And then they come outside my yard, they bring me a chaiwala with their own money, and we get their thing, get a taxi, they set the changing rooms up, they, like, before...
Goals?
This is at Jumelo, so this is for the Sunday League.
Okay.
So imagine on Sunday League, you got to put the nets up, you get the corner flags, you got to go all the way from the building to the pitches, and it's quite a distance, especially in the cold. And then you got to put the nets up and this and that, and alhamdulillah, what I say,
the teachers, they don't see that. They don't see that side of students.
They do not.
They don't.
Because
they don't give the respect.
Exactly. They don't give that respect to get the respect back. And I think sometimes you need to understand that certain people are programmed a bit differently, so you have to have a different approach to understand. Yeah, they're going to try and make you crack a little, but then if you can handle that side of them, and then you start to see that okay, the kids actually are right.
Side of them,
yeah. So along with this kid, like one time there's a bit of a situation that kicked off at football, and then you see when anything happens, like a fight kicked off, and it wasn't my team's fault. Yeah, we were winning 10-2 at the time, bro, in a cup game. Yeah, so why would we want to start a fight? Do you know what I'm saying? But at the time, I see my guys throwing. Yeah.
First.
So I don't know if it was first or I just seen them reacting to something. These that have kicked off. I've had to stop the fight.
Took it to the side.
Yeah, so I've taken my boys to the side, not knowing the whole situation. I'm switching at them. Everyone shut up and stop fighting, whatever. And now I'm going at this guy. I'm telling you, relax, sit back, don't go there. So I'm shouting at him, obviously. Now he's turned back at me and he's like, yo, shut up, innit? Like, shut up, you've been going at me all day, So first I'm thinking, yo, you're disrespecting me, talking to me like that. And then I seen red eyes, the tear coming out his eyes. Then I thought, whoa, like, hold on a minute, this guy's for real. He's not just trying to, act bad in front of his boys. Yeah, this is serious. So I backed off. Luckily, my other coach, Dolha, was there. He's, talking back and everything. I've kind of taken other boys. And then they're trying to tell me what's going on. And then later I realised what happened now. If I was to tell you why he reacted like that, what happened to him within that, just the day before, you'd be shocked. I don't want to say it because I don't want to expose too much of his life and everything. But
he knows
what happened was so deep. And then I spoke to him a week later about it, and he was lucky for us. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have spoke to you like that, but this is what happened. I was a bit vexed.
That's very funny, because no teacher would get
mad.
No teacher would get
mad. Let me tell you something. This is very personal. Like, that night, I couldn't sleep, and I was so I was so upset. I was like, wow, why was one of my players, or why is this child there? He shouldn't be that upset. He shouldn't be feeling that angry or upset or whatever he was feeling. Like, that hurt me, innit?
You thought it was your fault, innit? You thought it was your fault.
Do you know what it was? I knew something happened.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. And I just kind of, because I remember, so one of my mates, Helen, yeah? Helen and Wax, actually, I rang them and I goes, look, I need to speak to you and I need to go and see, like, something's happened and it's kind of got me in it. And I sat them down and I told them, I go, look, this is what the situation is, yeah? And it's really upset me that this was happened. And bro, like I said, a week later when he spoke to me and I found out what happened, oh, it hurt me, bro. And I was like, why didn't you tell me nothing? Do you know what I mean? Because I know that I was on his case all day. Everyone woke up on the wrong side of bed that day. But then, even though we were winning, and you know, like when we were winning, obviously we're going to be gassed, we're going to be joking, messing about, whatever. But it weren't like that day.
It was serious, isn't it?
Yeah. So even though I was going on, like what happened was, one of their players kept elbowing and kicking and punching and saying things to my players. I didn't know that. It took me a few days to figure it out. But I'm one of them people in it, like, yo, just because I'm older than you, or I'm the coach, I'm the teacher, whatever, it don't mean I'm better than you. So, like, whatever happened, I rang up all my players, I apologised to them, I said, look, I'm not trying to belittle you, I'm not trying to disrespect you, I'm not trying to embarrass you, and if I have done, like, I apologise. And I need to let you know that this, you know, it's coming straight from the heart as well. And like I said, like, those things happen, yet, them boys still, you know, ring me up on a Sunday, so that's how deep it was for me. Like, imagine,
I had nice bond with them, innit?
yeah, alhamdulillah. Even now, like, still I chat to some of them now. We have our little PS4 games and stuff
pro clubs,
like that. Yeah, pro clubs. I mean, because there's no football now, so there's like it's hard to keep in contact. Everyone's got their own lives going on.
I'm talking about FIFA. Yeah, let me go whoop your butt on FIFA. Come.
All right then. All right then. Oh shit.
Another topic, yeah. Another very inspiring topic about you, bro. Prince's Trust. Tell me how that started. How did you get in contact?
Prince's Trust.
How did you get in contact with them, innit?
Yeah, so I was sat in the job centre one day. It's funny because it's always at the job centre, fam. I was sat in the job centre, and this lady approached me and she told me, you know, like, oh,
cup final, yeah.
You can go for it, bro.
Champions League, innit?
She was just telling me about this Prince's Trust. I've heard of you lot. I've got this initiative. It's like a football club.
What's your team? What's your team?
Ooh.
Don't tell me you're a Man U fan. Don't tell me you're a Man U fan.
Nah. I support Leicester, but I might have to be. Shall I be Napoli? You know.
Napoli. Who do you got right now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be buying though, innit?
You're buying, yeah.
I got the best player in the world, Sane, fam.
Obviously, I'm
gonna
be Liverpool. That's my team, innit?
All right then.
Don't sleep on us. I know we lost a couple of games, but don't sleep on us, innit?
Nah, Liverpool are hard, man.
Yeah, come on.
But yeah, so his ladies approached you. Ladies approached me. She's told me about the situation. I've told her I've got an initiative with this football thing.
Yeah.
Don't really know what I'm doing with it.
Yeah.
But I wanna, you know, I really wanna make something out of this. And she just told me, yeah, come in on this day. You know, we'll sort something out. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I went to Prince's Trust. And then there's this lady called Chrissy. And you met Chrissy, innit? Yeah. So imagine Chrissy, she used to do my nutting, innit, fam?
Yeah.
Oh my god, she used to like, you know, she was brutally honest with me.
Yeah.
I was on my phone playing a game while I'm in an entrepreneur workshop. And she's like, yo, you alright? And that, like,
you're in a serious meeting and you're playing games?
Yeah, so imagine we're in the workshop, so we're doing our business plan or whatever.
Yo.
And I'm sad, because obviously, like, I was misunderstood in school. So if I'm in a slight kind of classroom or in a group kind of session, I'm going to take it as it was in school. And I'm not taking it seriously. And then, obviously, she's come to me like, listen, you're an entrepreneur. What are you doing playing games on your phone? What's wrong with you? And every time she used to come at me, this and that. I'm not going to lie, she used to
At first you think you're negative, like, yo, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like, yo, like, back off in it, fam, you know what I mean? So,
yo, Liverpool's so hard, I ain't got to change anything.
What's up in there? So yeah, like, she used to just be on my case all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, yeah. And then me and her became very close. You know, she backed me, man. She was like one of the first people. And imagine, she's not even like, you know, we talk about like our own people. Like, she's not Muslim, she's not Asian, yeah.
But she still had you.
Like, and this is the thing about like the whole integration thing, whatever. And why I don't care about what you are or who this is or where you come from and whatever. Like, obviously, she's a white English woman. I think she's Christian, I'm not too sure. I don't think she's religious, actually.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, oh, that's me. Still need to charge my pad. Got a little charger there, so nice one, G. Yeah, so like imagine she's believed in me so much. Like every time she's telling me, and this is where I started doubting myself, because this is when we got kicked out of goals and stuff.
So,
And she's
so
like,
the time you got kicked out of goals, yeah.
Around that time, I got into Princess Trust, yeah.
Mad.
So I think it was slightly after maybe.
So one door closed and
another one open. Yeah, she taught me so much, but she did it with like, you know, like a motherly type of way. That was one thing that the Princess Trust probably don't have anymore. Like after she moved up in a role, so she did it in like a proper motherly way. Where, like I said, I hate that at first, but then I started to understand later. Like,
exactly,
she's got
you don't
my
understand.
back. Yeah,
you don't understand what this
like
is.
the way she had my back, bro. No one's ever had my back. Like I'm talking like externally. And like I said, she's an English white woman. I'm an Asian Muslim guy, and without like I said, saying that maybe not my own kind of thing. Like the way she had my back then, bro. Like no one's ever had my back like that before. You get me?
Yeah.
And then she's like, listen, Efaz, you got something so sick going on, yeah. I don't think even you realise how good it is. And then obviously like, he's trying. I need to get my specs on, fam.
Yeah, go on, bro.
Come on.
I don't want the excuses at the end of it.
So yeah, so obviously she's got me on my business plan. Went to we did like a sort of like Dragon's Den panel.
Yeah.
And
ref.
oh gosh. And yeah, so we went on a panel. I passed, and they're like, do you know what? We do this thing with motivational speakers, whatever.
So before that, were you doing the speaking, public speaking?
Nah, I weren't doing public speaking at all. No.
So were you like nervous and stuff the first time?
I wouldn't say I was more nervous about the fact that I didn't have something prepared.
Is it?
Oh.
Ooh,
because I remember what's it called? The first speech I did, I think it was about 2 a.m. I'm up at night, and I'm trying to write notes on my phone about what I'm going to do in my speech.
Yeah.
But the problem was I couldn't write anything down, and that was frustrating me.
So,
and
don't tell me you went straight off like.
Yeah, I just went in and I thought, let me see what I can talk about.
And you smashed it.
Alhamdulillah, yeah, like they told me that I was the first ever person to get like a standing ovation in a speech. So I was like, oh wow, that's
that's big,
quite a thing. So and the good thing is like, whenever you do something there, they feed back to each other. So someone come up to me, oh, I heard this about you. Yeah, is that you, Efaz? Like, you know what I mean? And it was sick. And like I said, Chrissy just like any opportunity, she'd always think of me in it. So ITV News, they needed a story, and Chrissy straight away, yo, Efaz, I got the perfect thing for you. Anything popped up, yeah, Efaz, get him involved. And then the one thing about Chrissy, I'll tell you, like, so much love and respect for that woman, yeah. There was a time where she needed to do a Princess Trust presentation in a village called Medbourne.
Okay.
And in Medbourne, I wouldn't say it's racist or anything, but it's like
majority.
It's you don't get any Asians, you don't get any Muslims there.
Minority,
yeah? It's a dominated white British village.
Yep.
So they don't know nothing about Muslims or whatever except what they see on the media.
Okay.
And she goes to me, Efaz, listen, come do your speech, but what I want you to also do is bust a few myths about Islam. So what you do, these people, they will only probably think this and that about you. I want you to go there, speak about your mom. Everything that you've come and spoke to me about, I want you to speak about that.
So she was so touched by the story, she wanted other people to...
Yeah, she just wanted like these people, so like they're like more sort of like, OAPs, like they were pensioners and stuff like that. And she's like, listen, yeah, you need to educate these people. And I was like, whoa, for a white person to come and give me that kind of thing, oh my gosh!
Oh, God.
Are you stupid?
You distracted me, man. Don't worry.
But anyway, yeah, so
I got you.
Obviously she's, got me there saying, listen, I want you to teach these people. And obviously I'm not no scholar or, more like anything like that, but I thought the only way I can give dawah is by showing character and
that's
the little things I can, what I mean?
You know how that's best dawah? Look at Khabib.
Yeah.
Look at Khabib, man.
Like, it's not always about, screaming Islam in people's faces. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that, Wax was speaking in the last podcast that you don't even have to keep talking about Islam to show what Islam is. You just got to show good character, be real, and if Allah shows them the way, then Alhamdulillah, get me. But you know, but long as people are good and you show good character, that's the main thing.
Trust me.
So yeah, man, and then you know I started doing speeches for the Princess Trust.
I think I've
and
been
started doing
to,
about-
you know, near the train station. I think I've been with you like a few times or something.
Yeah, I think you did still. Yeah. I think I was the office and that.
What, Princess office?
Yeah. So
Swear
that's the
down.
Leicester one. Yeah.
I didn't even know. I was just come with you. I just wait for you. And
I think yeah. And
jamming.
this, you know, alhamdulillah, one thing about Never as well. I've always tried to
Involve all the
like
youth.
involve as many people as I can.
So I've been with you a couple of times at the office, like the Princess Trust office, right near the train
Uh-huh.
station. So like, without knowing, I was involved in kind of with your Princess Trust road, innit?
Yeah, 100 man. And you did the interview as well, didn't you? Me, you, Chrissy, and Emma. I think it was Ramadan Radio.
Swear down.
Do you remember that?
I didn't even know this.
I got pictures of that, you know.
Swear down.
Yeah, so Chrissy was the short-haired woman with the glasses.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, man, like bare love. Like she's like a second mum. Like I say that about a few people. Her, Emma Southern. Like they
Yeah,
like,
you had a
they're
lot.
like mums to me.
You had a
Do you know
lot.
what I mean? So like, I got so much respect, especially the fact that, you know, because they highlight the fact that I'm Muslim and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Like it's more special in that sense, you know what I mean? So, who's that, Kimmich?
It's distracting me, man.
Yo, are you stupid? Are you daft? Come on, man.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
Kings
gonna
at
call
it.
me out on FIFA right now. They're
Kings
literally
at it,
gonna come
you
on
know
my
what I mean?
DMs, say play me on FIFA. But no, trust me, you don't want
So
to.
yeah, man. So like I said, Chrissy's held it down, and she just any opportunity that came, man, she just tried to get me involved. Like she'll mention my name anywhere she goes.
Swear down.
You know what I mean? And boy, she don't get nothing for it, innit? It's not that she gets paid or she has nothing for it, bro. But just like, you know, and I learned so much of her and like so many values and morals in life just from her. You get me? And Emma Southern as well. And these people, man, they've been like big parts of my journey to help me understand like the professional and organisation side of things. And yeah, man, like, you know, I carried on doing speeches for them and whatever. Names start getting about, so other people start booking me. Next, you know, I mean, like,
So how many? Do you know by the top of your head how many speeches you done?
oh, I don't know, bro.
Is that how much you done? Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, I've done quite a lot. Yeah,
Alhamdulillah,
quite a lot.
Trying to be
I
like
like
you.
small ones, small ones, big ones.
Wait, so I
this
think
and
you
that.
told me before you've had like one of the youths done a speech as well.
Yeah, so what I did was my last year of doing speeches before COVID. I started to involve certain kids. I thought like now that I'm in a platform that I thought, you know, I've kind of done my thing, innit? I've got to a point where like when it comes to speeches, like people will know who I am, or
Yeah.
it's like I've kind of done my bit of the telling story thing. And a lot of the times I've always telling them about these kids and how these kids have like progressed in life and all that kind of stuff. I thought, you know what, let me actually bring some of the kids in that have gone through like a strong journey with us. Unlucky mate. And you know, like let them speak for themselves so the people can get more inspired. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm one of them people,
And
yeah.
were they actually inspired by it?
Yeah, like,
Were they intrigued by it, like the audience?
yeah, 100%. Because you know what, the good thing is, their attention diverts from me to them. And it gives them a sense of like kind of, it gives them a sense of, what's the word? I don't know how to explain it. It gives them a sense of like positive kind of, you know, I don't know what you call it, but
Your goalkeepers have
it gives them something to like, you know, wow, like I'm being acknowledged here.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sense of acknowledgement, you could say. And
that's big for someone youth.
yeah, trust me. I took one of them to King Power Stadium to do a speech for Muslim Council of Britain last year sometime.
Yeah, you're on top of King Power, yeah?
Yeah.
I remember coming to one of your games, man. Was it against the police?
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it? That was mad.
So I was doing some work with Leicester
Yeah, I
City.
remember, yeah, you know the free kick, did you score it? Remember
Nah,
that
I
mad
didn't.
free kick?
All that happened was, yeah, the keeper tipped it
Yeah.
and someone just had to tap it in, fam.
Is
And
it?
then my guys there, my striker is it Minaj, I think? No, not Minaj. Oh,
Come on, let's go.
good God. What was my guy's name, man? It's not Minaj, it's the other one. Yeah, what did I do to tap in my strikers, man? They went, yo.
You want solid, innit?
You get me? But there's that guy, number 10, if you're listening, fam, yeah? Yo, I'm gonna spark you out next time. There's one guy, number 10, and he hates me. This guy used to try and break my legs. Police officer, you know. But yeah, so...
Had it in for you, innit?
Had it in for me, man, because I used to have it in my pocket, innit? But yeah, man. So like I was saying, it's Prince's Trust thing now. So doing speech or whatever, like doing speeching along at some very nice places, like Buckingham Palace and this and that. And
So you've met
whatever.
Prince Charles, literally.
Yeah. So I was shortlisted for an award. Now the mad thing was, come back. The mad thing was like the day I found out I was shortlisted for this award was the day that we buried my granddad. So my granddad passed away that night. We buried him. I'll get a call from Emma Southern. She's like, yo, I'm sorry to hear that. She knew about my granddad's situation and everything. Like, that's how close we were, innit? Like, we kept in touch and whatever. Like, she's met my family, everything. I've told her what's happened to you. I got a bit of good news for you though. You're shortlisted for the Nationals. And at first I didn't really care. I was like, do you know what? I'm more, my granddad, like, when my granddad passed away, I'm not gonna lie, my whole family, everyone, we were finished for like a good 3 months. Everyone was lost. My granddad was the man that, like, he kept everyone together. He was the definition of a man, innit? Like, he was a real man. And then,
trust me, the Mangali.
like, when he went, like, I don't know, we were lost. I remember for the 3 months, the first 3 months, I was going through I don't know if it was depression, but I just fully lost. I didn't know what the hell, I don't know what day it was, I didn't know where to start with anything. We weren't working, nothing. And then I think I did a speech at Lancaster Boys School.
Lancaster, yeah.
And then, again, like, because I was with the youngsters and everything, I felt quite inspired by them, because I used to teach there as well, just before that. And then I did another speech in London that day, and then I kind of got my boost. And then when we got to the finals, so I took my cousin with me, Imtiaz, and he's a big Arsenal fan because of Henry. So obviously I'm thinking Henry's going to be there, but because he was in the year before that. And I just kept saying to me, I just want to meet Henry, I want to meet Henry.
Next thing you
I
know,
don't care about, imagine this, I don't care about celebrities, innit? I've met many celebrities in my life.
That's funny, you wanted to meet Henry. Henry the one that called you up, bro.
Like, but it was mad because, imagine, like, even when I was DJing, when I was doing my music here, like, I used to be around all types of celebrities and A-list celebrities or whatever, so it don't faze me. But then Henri is like a gentleman, innit?
Yeah,
and I like classy people, and Henri was one of them guys. I was like, yo, I just want to meet him.
He met you, bro.
Yes, it's mad. And like, so my cousin's like, that's like he loves Henri, innit? When we met Henri, my cousin took a picture of him, and the picture came out blurry because he was shaking that much.
Man.
And then, like, I didn't know Henri's going to be there, and then he's turned up on the red carpet before me, and the next he's like, imagine I'm chatting to him, bro, and he's acting like, yeah, I got a football club, bro, this and that, and he's all acting like he don't know what's going on. Then he's come on the stage and he's like, yeah, Efaz, Ahmed and whatever, and I was like, whoa, for real. But like,
said your name, like, what?
Yeah, it was mad because...
So he knew you were Efaz?
Yeah, like, he knew everything, because they obviously did the rehearsals and whatever for the thing and whatever.
Yeah.
And obviously he's called me out, and do you know what the mad thing was, bro, like, when I announced it, and you could probably see in the video as well, I didn't have much of a reaction.
Nah, you were shocked, like, you were like, yo, is this a dream?
No, do you know what? When I got the regional award,
yeah,
then I was a bit more shocked, and that's obviously like a smaller award, but, like, this one, I think because of my granddad's situation, and like, I seen what it did to my mum as well, like, my mum was his carer.
Yeah.
And my mum was finished, like, she was flat. And I think with seeing all that now, it kind of affected me in a way that I just didn't care about the award. I was like, yeah, just being here is nice enough to get me, like, yo, a bit of red carpet. When my cousin took my brother there.
Having this nice time, innit?
Yeah, and then, when he called my name out, I was like, oh yeah, sick. And I went up, and all I could think about was my granddad. Obviously, and then I went to Prince Charles, I gave him like this frame, and the frame, so big up Aman Patel, by the way. Aman Patel's one guy that started with us in Nebo. He's grown up now, got his own business, does his thing. He made that frame for me, and he designed it. And what I did was he had the Nebo like badge on it or whatever.
So did Prince Charles hold that frame?
Yeah, so he basically, I gave it when it had a hadith on it about charity. And I know what it is. I knew that Prince Charles has read the Quran. Yeah, and I don't know what his knowledge is about Islam or anything, but I know that he's got some kind of connection to it in terms of that, he's tried to read the Quran. So that's good enough. So let me give, again, it's a form of dawah.
Yeah.
That quote, that hadith about charity fit perfectly in with what was going on. And I thought, I have to do this. This is my one opportunity. There's about 8,000 people there. I don't know if it's about that many.
8,000 people?
I think so. I don't know how many people that place holds. So we had a bit of a laugh about the, you know, the exchange of like, you know, he's giving me an award, I've given him something. And then obviously it kind of had an effect where like people like, yo, only you would go and do that. Like, you're going to get an award, only you would go and give something to the guy that's giving you an award. Now, what was it? So everyone's asking me at the end of it, like, yo, what was it? So I go, oh, it's a quote from the Prophet, this and that. Like, the only way I can explain it to someone that's not Muslim, innit? I was like, you know, this is what it is, and it said about charity, and I explained the quote to them and everything.
I didn't know that, man.
And yeah, it was wicked. Like, it was such an amazing feeling that I got to do that. And then, you know, like I said, all I thought about was my granddad at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't care about no award or nothing like that. It was only like when I started speaking to Anton Dick, that's when I was like a bit emotional. And I was like, yo, gee, this is mad. Like, but the best thing about the whole situation was when I got home. Imagine my mum never knew nothing about like awards or anything. She just thought I'm going to a presentation.
Yeah.
I've come back with a national award, and I'm telling my mum, look, this is a video. Like, I met Prince Charles on me, this and that, and then
forget meeting them. You shook his hand, bro.
you know, like
you gave it to him.
it was mad, yeah. But the thing was, like, I told my mum in it, like, I showed the video that obviously I'm, you know, dedicated to my granddad and that. And wallahi, bro, I seen the biggest smile on her face after such a long time, a genuine smile, yeah. And again, it wasn't about the award on it. It was, I think, for the fact that she had a dad and all that, it brought up a smile on her face that I didn't see in a long time after my granddad passed away. And then obviously my uncles and aunties clocked onto it and everything. And, you know, even they were like, wow, you know, it gave them a bit of, I think it gave them a bit of happiness. Oh,
hey.
Whoa, what was all that about?
I didn't even know, bro. I'm thinking, what?
Yeah.
I would have scored that,
and
man.
Then, sorry. And then, yeah, like, it gave my family a bit of happiness, innit? And that for me was like the achievement in itself. And yeah, so...
Yeah, on the real one, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I seen a picture of you sitting with Southgate
Uh-huh.
and Prince Charles.
Yeah.
So, tell me about that conversation. What were you guys talking about?
Yeah, so... Prince Charles and Southgate, so what happened was they did a event for knife crime prevention at Prince Charles residence. It was at Clarence House.
You went to his house?
Yeah. So what happened was they invited like a few people.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah happened to be one of them. Like, we had to sit on a certain table. So what happened was there was a celebrity on each table. So my table was Gareth Southgate. Another table was Tiny Temper. Another table was Tom Hardy. So basically it's like knife crime prevention and stuff, and then dead. So yeah, so what we did was, the idea was like trying to understand what they want to do is do knife crime prevention for youth, but get young people involved into understanding why, what they need, what we need, etc. This and that. And yeah, so obviously I was on that table, got involved. They just had my ideas out, and we just, obviously it was a first of many kind of thing. It weren't really the answer to it all.
Yeah.
And then Prince Charles.
Was it before the award?
This was after. This was about a year or two after.
Okay.
So
did they remember you? Like, Prince Charles
yeah, what happened was, surprisingly, so I went back to the awards, the regional awards in Birmingham.
Yeah.
The next year after my award. And then, so a guy that I mentored, he got an award. And they played a video, Prince Charles had like an intro video every year. And on the video it's like, oh, last year there was a guy, Efaz Ahmed. And I was like, yo, okay then, you're gonna chat to me like that now, you know what I was there. So,
Yo,
did I win?
Yo.
Come on, Kings out here, fam.
You hop on NBA, I'll smoke.
So yeah, so obviously Prince Charles, you know, so there was a video, and then when he was at the house, so he came down, yeah, Prince William was there as well.
Right.
So what Prince Charles, he comes in, and he goes around each table like for about, I think, 5-10 minutes. So as a discussion, there's all like these other like investors or like other like organisations there and whatever, and government people and all that kind of stuff. And then Prince William weren't really talking much. You know, sorry, not William, Harry. Sorry, the younger one, Harry. Very quiet guy. And then, you know, he's talking and he's saying his bit, I'm saying my bit. And at the end of it, what happened was I had 3 Never t-shirts, and they had like, there were names in it. So his one said Charlesy at the back. And then he looked at the back and he started laughing. He's like, oh, you had to put that in it. You know, and Harry got his one, put Harry on it. I gave him one, like number 5, got Southgate as well. And then I got in trouble for that. Yeah, so what happened, I got in trouble for that because you're not allowed to give them presents, innit? Like, they're not allowed to accept things, but then he came to the end and he's like, oh, thank you for that. Nice t-shirt you got there. And I was like, yo, do you remember me?
He didn't take it though, innit?
He took it, no, he took it, yeah. And I got in trouble for that from the people that booked me. Yeah, you can't do that, you're not allowed, you get in trouble. Listen, man, I ain't gonna come back here again, innit? So, you know what
I'm not gonna get better again.
that's it, man. That was just my gift to him, innit? But like, what? I don't care if you go with family, bro. You know, like, I'm just giving you our love, innit? So, it's one of them ones. If you take it, take it. If you don't, you don't. And he took it anyway. But if he's worried, I don't know. But yeah, so Southgate as well.
Golf game, innit? Probably weren't it?
That's it. Southgate came to me actually at the event. So when we was doing like the tea break, no, sorry, before the event started, we was in a room where we was having like teas and coffees and stuff. Yeah, so it's like all that posh settings, isn't it? So him and his manager were there, and I wasn't in the front of the room, so he's come and he's like, oh, your Efaz, right? You run the football club and everything, never, yeah? Like, yeah, sick, man. So obviously I'm gaslight. Your England manager's like, acknowledging my thing, you know what I mean?
Come on.
So he's chatting to me, so I was like, yeah. So obviously what I did was, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I just kind of went in like, yo, listen, man, I wore a waistcoat that day. So I was like, no, you've inspired my head, like, you've taken over the nation, like, I'm wearing a waistcoat now. He's like, I'm trying to stop wearing waistcoats. And I was chatting to him, I was like, look, you know what we did with England was amazing, like, you gave the nation a hope.
Everyone was united, you know, that time.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I was like, you know, certain moments, like, even like when Leicester City won the league, things like that, like, it gives you so much hope and like, there's so much positive vibes in our community, in the area, or the city, or the nation even, like, with his thing. And I was like, look, I don't care what people say. I go, I don't even think Croatia was your biggest test. I said Colombia was your biggest test. Do you know what I'm saying? To get through that penalty shootout with all the records and the dirty game that like the England team had to play.
Yeah.
It was such a dirty game. So I just chatted to him about, you know, casual things like that, football, and saying, you know, how do you balance your professional, your lifestyle of work and your family life, and just talking about all that kind of stuff. And then, you know,
Did you learn anything from him? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't say not really in football in the game, but more sort of outside the game. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, I feel like as if the way Southgate came as a manager, even him, quite a classy guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, in the sense of, he came in. Again, for me, it was such a breath of fresh air because, like, when I started Never, it was always about giving young people an opportunity to express themselves. Not the fact that, oh, you've got elders here, respect the elders, and you listen and you do what they say. It's not even like that. It's like, yo, everyone respect each other. The elders should be the ones set the example, and we should be the ones that give you the opportunity, etc.
yeah.
So, I let, you know, like when I seen that with the England thing, and he told me that, listen, no tables, we put everyone together. I don't care if you're at United, you're at Liverpool, you're at flipping City, I don't care. Like, you won here, you're England here.
Yeah, trust me.
And I love that about him. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, I look at things like that more than anything, not about, oh, you've got little Sancho over here, you got Sterling over here, you got Harry Kane. I don't care about like how good the person is. It's about how you get together and stick together when you're doing something. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Alright.
And I wouldn't say I learned that from it. I think I tried to do that for a long time at Nebo. Even like Nebo, I was trying to get to a multicultural thing where I said, I don't want just Asian kids, I don't just want Muslim kids, I want everything and everything. Yeah, I went to school with, now when I went badminton in Beaumont Lees, I was chilling with white boys. You get me? Like, I was chilling with Asian people, they locked me off after a few days. Then I was chilling with the Somalians. Now the Somalians had my back, but the problem was the language barrier. So at break time now, they're chatting Somali, and I'm just there laughing along just to like fit in, you know, when I was there. But like, you know, no hate or nothing, but just like, it was one of the things that I kind of felt like, you know, I'm just a bit sidelined here, like, I want to chill with the man them, but I don't understand what they're talking about, and obviously they're chatting with amongst their people. So it's one of them. So then after that, I started chilling with a few white kids, like one Irish guy, Glenn, Chris, there's two Chris's actually, one guy Mark, and then there was Luke. So they become like my brethren from year 9 to year 11. You get me? So, like, again, I understood the white culture, the black culture, the Asian, like, I understood every kind of culture, the lifestyles of everyone. Now, and when I say white people, I'm on about your very posh upper class white people, then you got middle class, and then you got like your working class, and then you got your estate kind of people. So I seen all walks of life, and I was like, yo, like, what is it to me? Just the way that you might see our Bronston and New Parks boys, they are racist. I know some of the same kind of people from the same area, and yo, I ain't gonna lie, they're not racist. They're not
it's a stereotype,
bad people. But yo, do you know what? If anything happened to me and someone tried it to me, they come and smash your face in, you know, like that. Yeah. So I know that they're real guys, you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones.
I remember Wax was telling me that happened in one of his schools once.
Yeah, so
situation.
Yeah.
And then unexpectedly the white boys backed him in it.
You got me?
He was thinking, he was just like kind of shocked, like.
That's what I'm saying, like, and even like I mentioned, like you got Theo over here, yeah, Theo Millsy and that. Even them, not like, they come from a Premier Division team down to our team now, and they you know come to like bolster up the squad, improve the squad and whatever. And you know, like Theo, for example, I chat to Theo a lot. Like, got bare love for him. You know, a white English guy. Yeah. Theo Millsy's half caste. Even got a Liam now as well, white guy. And you know what? Them man there, like, they hate racism, innit? They can't stand any kind of racism. They've had it before. Like, you know, their teammates, they've been called like all kind of names, and they're the first ones to stand up against it. Like, even on Instagram, anything happens, Sikh lives, Black lives, any kind of injustice or oppression, yeah, they're on it straight. Like, they will speak out. They don't care.
They're the real ones.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, that's the thing in it. For me, it was like, you know what? I wanted to make sure that it was all about a multicultural thing. Make sure everyone understands, because like when you got a place full of just Asians or Muslim, we only know a certain lifestyle or the way we are. So when you get like different types of people in, you learn different things. For example, when the white guys came into the team, the Asian guys started to understand timekeeping or the seriousness of like coming on time, because like they know, innit, these men are here 9 AM straight there on the pitch. Everyone's still at yard, do you know what I mean? Like that, like the discipline. Do you know what I mean? So you learn off each other, innit? Yeah, it's not about like, oh, you're white, I can't be around you, or you're black. Like, some people have been taught that. I'm not like, from certain people in my life, I've been taught that, like, you know, you see a black man cross the road, they're gonna rob you or something. Do you know what I mean? But I was like, yo, I don't bare black people around here. Like, yo, the area that I grew up in, full of black people, and them man showed me nothing but love.
Yeah, trust me, man.
Yeah? I got a brother called Smid, like, he's my brother's age, he's what, 33 now, I think, yeah? Baddest man. You get me? Baddest man, but yo, like the love that he showed me and my boys from day, and he's a serious guy, no one messes around with him, but he's there, like, he'll see, man, and he'll be like, yo, my extended Paki family and that, he'll come across from all the day with his boys, he'll come with shit, yo, safe. You know, like that, just pure love. Yeah. And it's the thing about this area, innit, and alhamdulillah,
everyone is close.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And obviously, I was born in London. I moved there, 93, so I was about 3 years old. I was born in Fulham, yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I came in 93. I don't know what it would have been like if I was still there. But the fact that, like, people talk bad about Highfields, right? But one thing I learned in Highfields was morals, respect, love,
companionship.
Yeah, all of that. Like, I learned all of that here, bro. And you know what I mean? Like, there's times where I've said that I never want to even leave this area because of how much love I got from my community. And it's not even like, oh, the Bengali community, or I don't see it as my people thing, like I was saying, innit? Like,
as a whole, you mean as a whole?
As a whole, yeah. Like, wherever what my life is. So, for example, it's like a lot of people, when I started doing this youth thing or the football thing, a lot of people, especially the older generation, they never understood the direction that a lot of young people are going, or like people from the urban lifestyle. And I did. And I was like, just because I changed my life and now you're giving me respect, don't turn your back on this guy, innit? Don't sleep on these people. Don't disrespect them because definitely. You know, they might be a certain way. Like, for example, like, I don't want to mention any names, but certain people that I grew up with or that I know, people are bad mouthing them, or like, look, they do this and that, or they're promoting this.
No, you're always backbiting.
I was like, you don't know nothing about that person.
No, backbiting is a very,
you know what I mean?
Yo, it's gone very, like,
exactly.
So normal now, like,
yeah,
normal.
man. And you know, people like love to put other people down in it, and this is why I had to stray away from that. And I said, look, I don't like that negativity. The guy's come from this lifestyle. You don't know what the guy's been through growing up. He's trying to do something to get away from this. Yeah. So just have a little bit of support for him.
You won't even expect it from next man. Be your own people. Your own people trying to put you down because I don't know. Well, I don't know the reason.
This is one important topic. I was going to probably try to bring up about how people love to backbite and do you over and exploit you and all them kind of madness there. You get me? Like, I can go into many things about how this world is such a cruel place at the same time as it being, you know, I do like to see the positives of it. There's a lot of good in the world as well as bad.
But that's you know why it's bad as well. Life's a test.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
gonna be all smooth.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I can go into some deep things about, like, again, what my depression was and my illness and what was going on while I was in a vulnerable position, about certain people doing me over and it's exploiting me and like taking advantage of my vulnerability and things like that. Like with me, I'm one of them people that I do things that I love. Yeah. Like, for example, if I spent money on you, invested money into you, or generally just took out time for you, or anything, I do it because I want to do it, not because like I'm being forced to or it'll benefit me in any way. Like, it's just out of pure love, innit? Like, yo, do you know what? You're a good guy, you're a good person, you're cool, or you're my people's there. I'm gonna do it for you. Like, it's nothing. You get me? Like, you could be the biggest flipping celebrity, and if my heart doesn't want to do something for you, like,
happen,
like, go out my way for you kind of thing, it just won't happen. I can't force it, you get me? But
literally,
it's one of them things, innit? Like,
one,
it's out of love.
You know, backbang, opposite of backbang.
Yeah.
There's this page, yeah. You might know of it. Princess
Okay.
Trust.
Okay.
You might know of it, yeah. This is what they said about you, bro. Efaz M. Ahmed, 26. So,
A little while ago still.
From Leicester, got kicked out of school at 13 and left with 0 GCSEs.
Mad.
Is that true? 0 GCSEs?
Yeah, I failed every GCSEs I
English
got.
and maths.
I got a U in maths. I got a U in maths.
You don't need to maintain.
Yo,
you don't need English and maths to maintain, innit? That's the lesson.
Alhamdulillah, I've got all my grades now. I got like, I don't know how many qualifications I got now, but this was all later on when I was like 24, 25. I went back into education and that.
Is it true that your teacher said you're useless?
Shall I mention the guy's name? My business teacher back in Babington. Yeah. He's basically telling me like, you're a waste man, innit? Yeah, cleaning toilets and this and that. You know, that the odd line. Like, they always use that line. It's mad.
Now it's like, you're gonna be Mackey's, bro.
Yeah, that's what he said, McDonald's toilets. That was the same thing. So he said that, innit? I'm not lying to you. Like, when I had that confrontation with him, like, I know one time after I seen him outside the building and I said to him like, yo, my mum's coming for you. Like, yo, my mum's coming to have words with you, innit? And that. And he's like, yeah, go ahead. He didn't understand how he was treating me. You know what I mean? So I goes, yeah, alright, you're a teacher, you make what, 30k a year, yeah? I go, watch when I leave school. I go, I'm gonna triple that, I'm gonna double that. Yeah, I'm gonna make 90k if I'm gonna come back. Yeah? Drug money, whatever money, this is something. You know, I'm coming with gas. So obviously just to prove a point and to rebel against what he said, I let that get to my head at a young age, and obviously that kind of went off tracks a bit when I left school. Obviously, FGCSEs, F days, yo, I'm a bad man and I'm a big man. Watch when I show you, like. And this is the thing about your mind control, your resilience and mindset and everything. Like, you cannot let anyone everyone's gonna have opinions, everyone's gonna have people things to say about you, and there's always gonna be, sometimes it might not even be with bad intention, but people are gonna tell you, you should do this, you should do that, blah blah blah. And then if you let it get to you, then you're just gonna like hinder your vision. It's gonna cloud your vision. You're just gonna
maybe they could have approached it with a different kind of approach.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it?
And they could have reached you in a different way.
That's it, yeah. So obviously, with that being said, with the way he come to me, I thought, yeah, watch me, a bad man, innit? Like, I'm come for you, innit? And when I want to show you racks, yeah.
That's the mentality I didn't.
Do you know what I'm saying? I come like, yo, you just watching it, yeah. Like, I hate you now, innit? Yeah. And I was 15, 16 at the time when that happened, and obviously like railed off a little, but
it's all that music, everything around you.
Yeah, everything.
Made you have that mentality, innit? Like,
that's it, man. And then you feel, obviously we had the elders that were doing a certain, living a certain way, and what it was with the elders, they used to tell us, oh, don't do that, don't do drugs, but you're there smoking a spliff in my face.
Nah, yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Look, they know it's wrong. But it's one of them was like, yo, why are you talking to me? You're doing it.
You're doing it yourself. Do you get
me? That's when they'll be like, I'm doing it as well.
Yeah, so it's one of them ones that, and then, but now like what I'm seeing is, yeah, the youngers don't give up, like they don't care about the olders.
Ruthless.
Like, before it's like a thing of like, it's like a class kind of thing, isn't it? Like a status thing.
Respect,
just out of being older, you get respect. It ain't like that no more, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I do my thing, I'm gonna get my own respect, and that's how people are going. And I've always said, listen, yeah. Respect the youth, innit? Because there's going to be a time, yeah. I see how we're in our peak right now, or it's about me right now. Yeah, in 10 years' time, I'm going to be here. The youth man that I was talking to is going to be here. Do you know what I'm saying? He's going to be controlling what's going on. Yeah. Like, it's like, for example, I can kick you right now, lick you down, and then 5 years, 10 years down the line, when I'm a bit frail, lick me down, I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was, isn't it? And like I said, things have changed now, and I understood that from a long time ago. And hence
not a lot of people still don't understand.
Yeah, do you know what it is?
It's not in there.
This is why I get called for these things, isn't it? Because they know that I understood that.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get that word out, but they were older, so they were just slightly out of touch with the youngsters. So they thought, okay, let's get someone who's slightly young, maybe understands it a bit better, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do now. Like, I'm not as relevant as I was maybe 3-4 years ago with what I was doing.
So 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
Was that when you won ITV as well?
Yeah, like ITV,
how many
awards
so have you been ITV, Sky, which one?
ITV, BBC, Al Jazeera, that was a COVID one.
That recently?
Yeah, that was just in the last year, I think. I can't remember, just that sort of stuff happened.
You shouted out Projection Connect on that, innit?
Do you know, I can't remember, you know.
Yeah, if I show you, you'll be like, yeah, Projection.
Yeah, there's so many things that have happened, I can't remember half of them, bro. But yeah, it's like, you know, we're
this thing, bro.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, he lives just there.
He lives just there, man.
So yeah, he just like he messaged me and he goes, bro, like I'm doing a little media thing, you know, I'd love if you can try support me. And I said, bro, like, you know what, any young person that's trying to do something positive now, you know what, it don't take much effort to support someone, innit? And you know what, bro, like, say for example, you're starting this, like I said, me and you got a lot of history. Yeah, I know your family, I've grown up with your brothers, I coached you, now you're doing your podcast, you're interviewing me. It's like just pure growth. You know what I'm saying? Just growth, like, you know what I mean? We're growing, we're shining, and like I said, bro, I've had my time to do whatever, I've had my fun, alhamdulillah. It's time for you guys to come and shine and do your thing, get me? And like, bro, when your thing blows now, and you're up there getting millions of views, and like you're getting hired up by a foot, like, you know, like Chunks and Philly getting foot asylum deals and things like that. Like, when that's you, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm so glad that I could have supported that. Do you get me? Yeah. And like, bro, it don't take much to take a bit of time out, or just to get on the phone and just drop your oh yeah, you know, like a bit of advice, or just share a bit of wisdom, whatever it is. But it don't take much effort, innit? And bro, that's not gonna take anything away from me. Like, it's not gonna. I'm not making no loss. If anything, I'm making a gain. You get me? Like, you know, hopefully you make that dua for me or something. Do you get me? Or like, you know, a prayer or a thought for me, and then that's my ticket to heaven or something. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I see it, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Literally, man.
You know, like,
literally.
The thing we need to understand in life is money is not everything. You know, your relevance and clout isn't everything. Do you know what I mean? So do your thing, do it as the best of your abilities, but at the same time, like, whatever you know, whatever wisdom you have, or whatever you can share with people, go for, like, share it, innit, man. It's not, you know, knowledge is to share. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, the more people that know about it, the better. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I see it as, for example, like, okay, I was a speaker, yeah?
Yo, this is Mac Top with Dizzy, not Z no more, man. This show, bro.
It's like, for example, I'm a speaker, and let's just say you wanted to become a speaker now. And, okay, I've done my thing. Yeah. I've, like, say, done well in whatever I've done. Now, you're becoming a speaker, and in 3 years, 4 years down the line, 2 years even, you've become a bigger speaker than me. I'm not going to be thinking, oh, like,
why did I get that?
Why didn't I get that clout, or why didn't I get as big as him? Bro, forget it. If you got bigger and I had to, like, not even a part to play, but I had even 5 minutes to, like, you know, drop a few
them 5 minutes you can give to someone, you can turn into.
You know that, like, you know that you're being bigger than me, kind of thing. That would be success. That would be like my little bit of success as well. I'd feel like, yo, G, I'm gassed.
Trust me.
Yeah, like, I'm like, I'd feel so happy that you came to me, of like whoever, for 5 minutes or whatever it was, just ask for something, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm sharing this with you, and now you're doing your. I'd be so happy in it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just about sharing your wisdom. Just like, yo, do you know what? You know what? Like, everything comes from Allah, innit? Your risk and everything. So
it's all written down.
Everything's written for you. Whether it's your riches, your health, whatever.
That's why, like, yo, people want to chase millies and whatever.
Trust me, man.
Remember, we're all gonna end up in the grave.
You know what I mean?
No one's gonna take nothing with them in this life to that grave.
That's it, man. And you know, if you want to chase your millies, man.
Then there's nothing wrong with it.
Have ambition. Have ambition, but at the same time, know where your destination is going to be.
You know, prove that you can chase what you want, but use it rightly. One of the closest companions of the Prophet, Abu Bakr, radiallahu anhu, he had money. He was a trader, but with his wealth, Allah tested him with it.
Yeah,
He treated people. He gave it out. There was one, used to be a slave, Bilal radiallahu anhu. He was the man that did the azan first.
Yeah.
So what story was of between him and Bilal? One slave was slave master was treating him like shit. So he said, "Yo, who's gonna buy this slave? 1 gold." So Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu bought it, and he said to the man, the master, "If you offered 100 gold for him, I would have bought it."
I don't, but yeah.
Because Allah's testing with your wealth. If you have 1 million, are you gonna help people with it, or are you just gonna keep to yourself?
That's it, exactly, man.
If you have nothing, are you gonna be humble? Are you gonna be grateful for a roof over your head, water, all of the stuff? Like look at everything around you. Everything comes from Allah, innit?
Do you know what's mad, bro, on that topic? Yeah, money don't motivate me. I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to have like enough money to bang out a nice whip and a nice yacht. I'd love to have that, obviously.
I'd love to too, man.
But do you know what, bro? I've been in positions in my life where I've had money, and I'm not saying swimming in money, but I've had enough money to just spend out wherever I want, do whatever I want, kind of thing, But then at the same time, I've been in positions where I've had no money, and I'm bedbound, and I'm just there, me by myself, only just me and my thoughts in it, and I'm just like praying to God, like, yo, like,
bless me.
I'm praying to Allah, like, yo, please, just give me another opportunity to get out of bed, kind of. Yeah, man, like I've had money, I've lost money, I've been in a situation where I feel like I'm on top of the world. Like I have been in that position, this is what I'm saying. I've been in that position where, like, when I was DJing and stuff, where I thought I was the man. I thought I was better than people. For like, I'm superior. Do you know what I mean?
But that arrogance will break you.
Yeah, and I've been in a position where I felt
weak. You're not the only one, bro. There's a lot of people, me myself, we thought we were the man, innit?
And
if Allah took you at that moment, it's a game over, bro.
Trust me.
Game over. You're going to be raised how you died.
Exactly.
You died in the arrogant state. It's game over.
Imagine this, bro, yeah. Like, I've spoken about it for a long time, like many times, yeah. Like, I've been in a club and I've had a gunshot over my head. Yeah, no gas, bro, wallahi. Yeah, 2 of my bedrooms were with me, Ibsta and Kibi. Now, that never scared me. Like, when I was there, yeah, it shook me up a little bit, like we were trying to get away from whatever. But it never scared me to get away from the scene of, like, clubbing and that lifestyle. Whereas, the day that I had my operation, or around the time I had my operation for my eye, I was shook. I knew something was going to go wrong. And when it happened, and I seen the light of death, I was like, whoa, I can't go right now. I've lived such a bad, evil lifestyle.
Okay, so
if I go now,
up until your eye surgery, were you still in that lifestyle?
Yeah. I think only the last few months before I got out of it.
Efaz, what I'm saying is, if that eye surgery never happened.
Yeah, man. But I don't know what I'd be like. I mean, I know I'm 30 now. Yeah, you're mature and whatever. But I don't know. But I feel as if I matured early. I want to say early, but
if that surgery never happened, I don't think me and Efaz would be speaking right now.
Probably not, bro.
I don't think it never would have happened. I don't think all the youths you touched in that academy to stay away from the streets, or forever, how long it was, 2 hours, 1 hour.
Bro, it's mad, like you know what I say? Happen.
Alhamdulillah, innit?
Like, you know when you're experiencing this, it's called like an out of body experience, I think. Like, I spoke to a doctor about this, and he's like, yeah, this is what it is. And bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've never been so scared in my life. I'm thinking, yo, I'm dying right now. I'm like, the angel of death is here. I'm like going out and telling you, this is it, my life's done.
You thought it at the moment.
Yeah, and I'm visualizing all like while I'm in my operation state, like just before they couldn't wake me up in it. And then they don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm paralyzed when I woke up. But then, yeah, when that happened, I was like, yo, obviously as a Muslim, it's heaven or hell. And I know, yo, I ain't going to heaven, fam.
Living a shit lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? I'm such a bad
it's like Allah
person,
gave you that second chance.
Yeah, and then when I woke up,
you know when you're living that lifestyle, and I've been through that lifestyle, you did one good thing that made you give that second chance.
Do you know what? And this is the thing, like,
so don't ever shun on dua, good deeds, prayer, because it can change you.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't let shaitan kind of hinder our, you know, our good deeds, even if it's the smallest good deed. Like, for example, like, you might smoke a spliff, and you want to pray, but you're thinking, oh, I'm high, or like, you know, like I smoked a spliff earlier on. It's like, yo, do your ghusl, do whatever. Like, I've got to do this. Is to me first, yo. I got to say this to myself first. Like, you know, we can't let shaitan get in the way of us and like
in anything, bro.
To try and do our good deeds. You know what I mean?